This brand new US-made system, never seen in action, is achieving great success. It's bringing down Russian Geran attack drones. Introducing the Tempest. Let's examine its unique role in Ukraine's anti-drone air defenses. When Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022, unmanned airborne vehicles were ancillary, used primarily for reconnaissance and standoff strikes. But in less than 4 years, they've become critical elements of both offense and defense for both Russia and Ukraine. On the front lines, kamikaze FPV drones dominate the skies, making any form of movement extremely dangerous. Deep in the rear, long-range attack drones like Russia's Geran family rain down hell on critical infrastructure. Russia's relentless attacks on Ukrainian energy infrastructure has left major cities in the dark, without heat or water. So, stopping these nightly bombardments has never been more critical. And now, Ukraine has a fearsome new arrow in its quiver. In early January 2026, Ukraine's Air Force Command Center released a video showing the Tempest system in action, proving that at least one such system was on active duty in Ukraine, with the Air Force the likeliest operator. A heavily blurred version of the same video was released the previous October, suggesting it had been in use for months. The Tempest system, made by Virginia-based V2X, was only unveiled in October at the AUSA exhibition in Washington. No official announcement of the supply to Ukraine has been made by the company or US military sources. However, a Western weapon system covertly tested or put into service with Ukrainian armed forces is hardly isolated or controversial. Numerous Western companies have exposed their prototypes and emerging systems to actual combat in Ukraine. In July 2025, Brave One announced a new program, Test in Ukraine, allowing foreign companies to test military technologies. The initiative allows foreign companies to create solutions for real war challenges, receiving immediate feedback from military personnel. It also streamlines procedures for acquiring permits and addresses practical scenarios like damaged equipment. So, it's unsurprising that a system like the Tempest has been covertly put through its paces in Ukraine. Not all of these experiments work out. For example, Ukraine recently pulled the plug on new orders for HX-2 strike drones. The HX-2 was designed to operate autonomously, using AI for terminal guidance, navigation, and target acquisition. However, despite plans to acquire up to 6,000, they reportedly failed to meet expectations during frontline testing. Ukrainian forces reported issues with takeoff, lack of promised AI features, and vulnerability to electronic warfare jamming. Based on limited information, the Tempest seems to be far more effective. In footage shared by Air Force Command, an operator identified as Shorty says, "As of now, our crew has destroyed 21 Shahed drones." The Shahed 136 is the original Iranian drone from which the Geran family has been adapted. This machine keeps the sky locked down, he says, adding his crew had previously destroyed all targets in eastern regions. Love watching frontline tech actually prove itself in battle? Hit subscribe to the military show. We break these systems down. So, what is the Tempest system, and what makes it such a compelling proposition for Ukraine's air defenses? In a nutshell, the V2X Tempest is a high-mobility vehicle with a launcher for AGM-114 Hellfire missiles. It has been optimized for the counter-unmanned aerial systems, or CUAS, role. It is understood to fire the Longbow variant of the missile, which carries a 20-pound warhead. It uses radar instead of laser guidance to track and home in on targets. The system combines a twin Longbow launcher with a radar, placed on a highly mobile 4x4 chassis. According to V2X, the buggy platform is built from commercial off-the-shelf components, delivering speed, modularity, and lethal precision. It's a lightweight configuration tailored for forward-deployed counter-UAS missions. A design philosophy emphasizing speed, simplicity, and survivability. The 4x4 chassis means the Tempest can maneuver across rugged terrain with ease, keeping pace with mechanized infantry. Its low profile and high agility make it ideal for rapid shoot-and-scoot engagements. These capabilities are enhanced by the fire-and-forget features of the Longbow missile. Originally designed for the US Army's AH-64D and E Apache Longbow attack helicopters, it's the most advanced variant in the Hellfire missile family. The missile is equipped with an active millimeter-wave radar seeker that enables autonomous target acquisition and engagement. It works in all weather conditions, without requiring continuous operator guidance. With a range of up to 5 miles, the missile allows the Tempest to neutralize larger Class 2 and 3 drones, loitering munitions, and even low-flying helicopters. To keep the system compact, efficient, and highly focused, V2X opted for a single radar-type radar. This makes perfect sense, given the system's focused mission profile. Although a radar-type radar is limited to a single direction, it provides focused, accurate target tracking and fire control data. It keeps the vehicle's electronic signature low, allowing it to remain undetected until it is ready to strike. This kind of radar is not intended for wide-area surveillance, but rather to serve as the final engagement sensor, receiving cues from external sources in a networked battlefield environment. And that's exactly the kind of integrated air defense setup in which Ukraine is deploying it, where it may provide an incisive edge. To fend off aerial threats, Ukraine's air defenses consist of multiple layers. At the heart of Ukraine's anti-drone wall is a network of detection systems, including radar and thermal systems. These identify incoming drones, track them, and alert the components of the wall that shoot them down. Augmented by electronic warfare systems, which disrupt drones' navigation, forcing them to ground or miss targets. In terms of shooting drones down, the first layer is Ukraine's fighter jets, including Soviet-era Su-27s and US-made F-16s. Missiles fired from these jets have proven effective at taking down high-value arrivals like cruise and ballistic missiles. However, Ukraine has few of them. They're expensive to operate and not cost-effective against cheaper Russian drones. The next layer is Ukraine's network of traditional missile-based air defense systems, such as its Patriot and IRIS-T systems. They've proven effective against incoming high-value missiles and drones alike, typically placed to protect key cities and infrastructure. However, these high-end launchers and missiles are also limited in number, both inside Ukraine and in its ally stockpiles. The missiles themselves can also be much costlier than Geran's, making them a far from ideal solution for bringing down these pests. At the base of the layered anti-defense network are mobile fire groups. These are small, mobile units on vehicles mounted with heavy machine guns. They're numerous, highly mobile, and quick to deploy. Systems like the German Flakpanzer Gepard have proven very effective at bringing down common Geran variants. The Gepard features twin 35mm Oerlikon KDA autocannons, firing at a combined rate of 1,100 rounds per minute. Paired with an S-band surveillance radar and a Q-band tracking radar, it's ideally suited for engaging fast-moving, low-flying drones. The Gepard fires high-explosive and sub-caliber 35mm ammunition that detonates near the target or tears through it. The result is a very high probability of kill against drones and loitering munitions. More importantly, a single ahead shell is estimated to cost around $1,000, compared to Geran's, which are between $20,000 and $100,000. This ammunition is also much more plentiful and quick to produce than interceptor missiles. That means, compared to missile-based systems, the Gepard offers a low cost-to-kill ratio, allowing Ukraine to preserve its limited and expensive missile stocks for higher impact threats like Iskander arrivals. As a result, the Gepard and other similar mobile, machine gun-based systems have become key components of Ukraine's anti-drone defense. However, there are limits. While quick and cost-effective, machine guns are only able to engage targets at limited altitudes and low speeds. They're perfect for defending against the standard low-flying, moderate-speed Geran-1s and 2s. However, in recent months, Russians have adapted Gerans to fly at much higher altitudes, beyond the range of machine guns. The newer Geran-3 drones are also jet-powered, greatly increasing their cruising speed and making it harder for slower-moving bullets. In addition to a dozen or more Russian missiles, Ukraine's air defenses must contend with anywhere from 100 to 600 long-range drones nightly. Many of those are much cheaper Gerbera decoy drones, specifically designed to distract and use up precious air defenses, with payload-bearing Gerans flying through the gap that process creates. If these drones are flying beyond the reach of its gun-based defenses, Ukraine is basically left with two bad options. In modern warfare, the skies are a new battleground. Cheap, yet deadly, loitering munitions like the Russian Geran drones pose a significant threat. Traditional air defenses, while powerful, are often too costly. Firing a $1 million missile at a $20,000 drone is unsustainable. This imbalance demands innovation. Ukraine is pioneering a multi-layered anti-drone wall to counter these persistent aerial threats. At the heart of this strategy are interceptor drones. Resourceful Ukrainian soldiers are transforming commercial FPV units into agile defenders. These nimble interceptors are designed for one purpose: to hunt down and neutralize enemy drones with precision and speed. The cost-effectiveness is staggering. An interceptor drone costs a fraction of its target, shifting the economic advantage back to the defenders. This isn't just about individual ingenuity. Ukraine has scaled up, establishing mass production lines to churn out these vital aerial assets. Beyond drones, Ukraine introduces the Tempest system. This rugged 4x4 platform is a mobile, potent anti-air solution. Equipped with advanced missile launchers, Tempest provides a crucial layer of defense, designed for rapid deployment and engagement. While Patriot and Iris-T systems protect strategic rear areas, Tempests fill the mobile gap, operating closer to the front lines. Their roles are complementary. Tempest Longbow covers shorter ranges, while Patriot PAC-3 defends vast strategic airspace. The Tempest system excels in shoot-and-scoot tactics. It fires its missiles and immediately relocates, avoiding counter-detection. This mobility is crucial for survival on a dynamic battlefield, ensuring continuous protection without becoming a static target. Ukraine's strategy represents a paradigm shift: decentralized, fast-paced air warfare. It's about adapting to the enemy's tactics. This innovative approach is not just about defense, it's about gaining a tactical edge and preserving valuable resources. The future of air defense lies in smart, adaptable, and cost-effective solutions. Ukraine is leading the way in this evolution. Stay informed on the latest in modern drone warfare and defense technology. Don't miss our next update.